Have you ever watched a performance so breathtaking that the entire world seemed to stop? A moment where every heartbeat, every tear, every scream from the crowd told you, this is history being made. Be honest with me. Have you ever felt chills just from a single note? If not, let me take you to Paris. Let me take you to day one, where BTS V, Kim Taehyung, delivered a performance so shocking, so emotional, that fans are still talking about it today. But before we begin this journey together, let me ask you, are you truly ready to relive a night that broke the internet and touched millions of hearts? If yes, then stay with me. And don't forget to subscribe right now because we're only getting started, and I promise you, you don't want to miss what's coming next. The build-up in Paris. Paris, the city of love, the city of lights, the city where dreams are born. But on this day, Paris wasn't just Paris anymore. It was the heartbeat of millions. From the early morning hours, armies filled the streets. Fans wrapped in purple scarves, holding banners that read, "Forever with Taehyung," and "V our star." Some traveled from Japan, others from Brazil, many from the US. They spoke different languages, but their voices united in one chant. Kim Taehyung. Kim Taehyung. Imagine the atmosphere. The Eiffel Tower glowed in the background, and the venue pulsed with excitement. But underneath the excitement, there was also nervousness. Rumors spread online. Would Taehyung debut a new song? Would he surprise ARMY with something never seen before? You could feel it in the air. Something historic was about to happen. The moment he appeared, the lights went out. The entire crowd fell silent, as if Paris itself was holding its breath. And then, a single spotlight. Out of the shadows walked Kim Taehyung, BTS V. His presence alone was enough to shake the ground beneath thousands of fans. The roar that followed wasn't just a scream. It was a wave of emotion, crashing through the venue. People cried instantly. Some whispered, "He's real, he's really here." Taehyung didn't say a word at first. He just stood there, smiling softly, scanning the audience like he was memorizing every face. And that's when the music started. The voice that stopped time. His first note. Pure magic. That deep baritone voice that seemed to carry the weight of every love story, every heartbreak, every dream. But here's what shocked everyone. This wasn't the version fans knew. It was different. Slower, rawer, more emotional. He changed the arrangement on the spot, pouring his heart into every word. The crowd froze. Phones shook in trembling hands as ARMY tried to record every second. But no camera could truly capture the way it felt in that moment. It wasn't just a performance. It was like Taehyung was opening his soul to the world. And then came the twist. Halfway through, the music shifted again, blending into a melody no one expected. Fans gasped, realizing they were witnessing something brand new. A Paris-exclusive version, a once-in-a-lifetime performance. Tears. So many tears. Fans in the front row sobbed openly, their makeup smudging as they held up light sticks that glowed purple against the night. Others shouted words of love in French, Korean, English. It didn't matter. Taehyung understood. And he didn't just sing. He looked directly into the audience, eyes shining under the lights, and for a moment, it felt like he was performing for each individual fan. One girl later said on Twitter, "When Taehyung looked in my direction, I swear he was singing only for me. My knees gave out. I couldn't stop crying." That's the power he holds. That's the reason this video spread like wildfire. Within hours of the performance, the full video began to circulate online. ARMY accounts uploaded clips. Hashtags exploded. Hashtag V in Paris and hashtag Taehyung Day 1 trended worldwide. But here's the twist. It wasn't just ARMY talking. Major news outlets picked it up. Music journalists tweeted, "This Paris performance will go down as one of Taehyung's greatest moments." People who had never listened to BTS before stumbled across the video and couldn't look away. One comment read, "I'm not even a fan, but this man just stole my heart. Who is he?" From Seoul to New York, from London to Sao Paulo, the world was buzzing. Taehyung's Paris performance wasn't just a show. It was a cultural moment, piece of history. Every concert has fans. But Paris Day 1 wasn't just about fans attending. It was about life-changing stories. There was a mother and daughter from Canada. The daughter, only 14, had begged her mom for months to bring her to Paris. They saved every penny, cancelled vacations, and finally made it. When Taehyung stepped on stage, the daughter cried so hard that her mother began crying too. Later she said, "I didn't just see an idol tonight. I saw my daughter's dream come true." Another ARMY from Turkey posted, "I sold my camera gear just to afford this ticket. People said I was crazy, but after tonight, I know it was the best decision of my life." These aren't just stories. They're proof of how deeply Taehyung connects with people. Thought balloon: the silent messages. Now here's something fascinating. Fans noticed small details in Taehyung's performance that hinted at hidden meanings. At one point, he placed his hand over his chest and closed his eyes for longer than usual. Was it part of the performance? Or was it a personal message? Twitter erupted with theories. Maybe he was thinking about the members. Another fan wrote, "That gesture was for ARMY. He's telling us he feels us in his heart." Whether you believe the theories or not, one thing is clear. Taehyung doesn't just sing. He speaks through his body language. And that night, his silence was just as loud as his voice. The backstage whispers. Behind the stage, crew members whispered in awe. Even they admitted they hadn't expected Taehyung to change the arrangement like that. One staff member later leaked, "V rehearsed something different, but on stage he just followed his heart. None of us knew he would go that deep." That explains why the band looked at him with admiration mid-performance. They weren't just playing music. They were witnessing magic unfolding right in front of them. Sometimes the most powerful performances are unplanned. And this was one of them. The online explosion. By the time Paris was asleep, the internet was wide awake. Clips hit 10 million views within hours. Fans posted side-by-side comparisons of Taehyung's vocals in Paris versus older concerts, showing how much his artistry had evolved. Instagram Reels, TikTok edits, Twitter threads. Everywhere you looked it was Taehyung. Even celebrities joined the conversation. A Hollywood actor tweeted, "I don't know much about BTS, but whoever V is, wow. That performance is next level." Suddenly, it wasn't just ARMY celebrating. It was the entire world discovering a side of Taehyung they had never seen before. The aftermath in Paris. As fans left the venue, their voices echoed through the streets of Paris. Chants of V, mixed with sobs of joy. Taxis were filled with ARMY singing together. Strangers became friends overnight. One fan wrote, "When I walked back across the Seine River, I realized Paris would never feel the same again. It belongs to Taehyung now." Hotels nearby reported guests staying up all night, replaying clips, crying and laughing at the same time. It wasn't just a concert, it was a shared memory, one that would live forever.